We've broken down the drills into 3 parts, those for mechanics, control, and speed. And we're going to start out now by showing you the progression we use to work on mechanics. Melissa's going to demonstrate for you, starting out with just the wrist snap. Go ahead, Melissa. Notice she practiced getting the proper grip on the ball, and she's isolating, so she's working only on wrist snap right now. We aren't moving our legs, we aren't using both arms, we're just using the pitching arm and working on allowing the ball to roll right off the ends of the fingers. Now, it's important, especially for beginners, that they go through this progression every day. We're going to use this as a warm-up so that we just remind ourselves and we refresh our body as to the proper mechanics. The second part of the pitching progression adds the glove arm. Now she's going to work on pointing the glove at the catcher and pulling it down to her side. Go ahead. Good, nice and easy, just using the arms. We're not going to work on the feet yet. We're just going to make sure the arms are going through the proper motions. Very good. The third part of the pitching progression is to add the legs. And this is where some of the difficulties begin, so we want to be careful to stop and check. So Melissa, what I want you to do each time is after you take a step, I want you to look down and make sure your foot is where it's supposed to be. And remember, we talk about keeping it in a straight line, we talk about turning your toe, and we want to make sure that each time we bring the back foot forward slightly. Okay, hold up for a second. We're not going to go all the way around just yet. We're going to go here and here. Okay, remember? Atta girl. Good stuff. That's perfect. Now, look down and check your feet, just like we talked about. Good. Look down. Pretty good. You could turn your toe just a little bit more, right? Very nice, very nice. Melissa does a very good job of dragging that back foot forward so the hips are closing and coming forward at each time. Very good. And the last part of the pitching progression is to add the entire motion, and that would be to bring the arm up and around through the arc and snap the ball at the hip. So Melissa, let's go through the whole motion. All the way around. Atta girl, very nice. Through this progression, it's a very simple progression for the beginner to remember each of the points in the pitching mechanics one at a time, and that's the difficulty. Sometimes with pitching we have so many things to think about that it's difficult for us to remember all of them. By doing this progression every day, they can take one piece of the motion at a time and concentrate on it. That's all right, looks good. Right there. Very nice. Okay, now Melissa, let's add our pre-motion to that. We're going to start with our arms down and bring them up with the elbows out. That's it. Very good. Very good. And again, this not only serves to work on the mechanics and refresh the memory as far as what we're supposed to be doing mechanically, but we use it as a warm-up. It takes care of two things at once. Very good.